Good day, I'm Advocate Tertius Vessels, Legal Manager at Strata-g Labour Solutions. Strikes are largely, but not always, about wages. Towards the end of 2017, we saw a number of reports pertaining to strikes, and the year 2018 has proven no differently. Many people raise the question, when are employees entitled to embark on a strike, and what are employers' recourse when dealing with employees who elect to partake in strike action? The first and most important aspect to note is that strikes can either be protected or unprotected. The difference between the two will ultimately depend on the action that an employer can take. When strikes are protected, an employer cannot discipline or dismiss employees for participating in the protected strike action. The scenario is quite different when dealing with employees who elect to partake in an unprotected strike. In such instances, an employer does have the right to take disciplinary action against employees, which may include possible dismissals. So what makes a strike protected or unprotected? Well, the answer is very simple. In order for a strike to be protected, employees are required to comply with certain procedural steps as set out in the Labour Relations Act. These steps involve referring a dispute to the CCMA, obtaining a certificate of non-resolution, and issuing the employer with a notice of intention to embark on a strike. If employees fail to comply with the provisions of the Labour Relations Act, it is more likely than not that their conduct will amount to an unprotected strike, in which case the employer can take disciplinary action. Now, employees don't ordinarily just down their tools and embark on strike action. There is normally some form of grievance or a dispute pertaining to a matter of mutual interest that cannot be resolved between the parties. Employers, employees and trade unions often engage in consultation with one another, and it's only once those consultations deadlock that the dispute gets referred to the CCMA. The CCMA appoints a commissioner that will try and resolve the dispute between the parties through a process called conciliation. If that dispute remains unresolved, then only will a certificate of non-resolution be issued and the trade union or employees are entitled to embark on a protected strike. It is important for all employers and all employees to ensure that they comply with the procedural aspects as set out in the Labour Relations Act in order for employees' conduct to be protected and in order for the employer to have the right of recourse to lock employees out of the workplace. Thank you.